𝚤. Let me M4k3 love to you tonight, you whispered before opening your eyes. 𝚤𝚃 was silent, but his eyes said a lot of things. You were laying under him, reading his eyes. 𝚤𝚃, are you sure? He questioned, being aware of your insecurities. You nodded without breaking eye contact. 𝚤𝚃 sighed heavily before attaching your lips again, and this time he 𝚂𝚃 more P4SS on 43 light years. Your hands finally came in forecourt with his skin as he got 𝚁𝙸𝚃 of his t-shirt and 𝚁𝙸𝚃 his well-built 𝚵', which you've seen multiple times but never got the chance to D3 versus 0 You 𝚁𝚃 your hands through his bare back as he played with the hem of your t-shirt, which was already up till your chest. He took a brief moment to admire how beautiful you were, from in and from out. 𝚤𝚃, you're beautiful. He mumbled against your skin as he 𝚁𝙗𝚃 his lips towards your collal 𝚁𝙗𝚃, leaving the M4rks of his love. He kept 𝚂𝚃ing you, trailing down, then your stomach, then your lower 𝚁𝙸𝚾 until he reached the bottom. You gave him the permission to R3M*B3 all of your 𝚁3 to let him see you, and he did. 𝚤𝚃, 𝐺'Dyn, you're so beautiful. You blushed hard while biting your lower lip. 𝚤𝚃, are you sure you want this, love? He asked again as you held his face and smiled at him. 𝚤𝚃, I'm all yours, 𝚤𝚃, all yours, and I have no obligations to 𝚰𝚃 myself to you because I know you deserve it, because only you have the right, because I only love you, and because I want to M4k3 love with you. You whispered before P3ck-ing his lips. He stared at you for a brief moment, and all he could see in your eyes was love, no sign of lust, but a love that was so pure and so 𝚁𝚃. 𝚤𝚃, I love you, you whispered. And that was all it took him to 4B4NDN the rem 4 CL*TH on his 𝚵'. He placed your hand above your head as he intertwined his fingers with yours. 𝚤𝚃, love, if it hurts, then just stop me. You nodded, and in no time you felt all kinds of heaven right in that moment. All the pain was long forgotten when you both connected and your soul intertwined. The room was so filled up with your love sounds. The clouds were witnessing you doing your things as the soft rain poured down your window. You G4V3 yourself to him completely. You gave in everything you had because you knew he deserved it. 𝚤𝚃 never loved only your perfections. He always fell in love with your imperfections. He made you love your flaws. He made you learn the meaning of actual love. You, a woman who isolated herself from the word love just because your parents' relationship never worked out, but 𝚤𝚃 came like a little hope who eventually became your reality, who became your solace and your home. Next few hours were the BLSS of your life, and soon after you found yourself laying on his CH3 stone being tired. You were breathing slowly and he was playing with your hair. 𝚤𝚃, did I hurt you, love? He asked as you snuggled deeper in his chest while wrapping your arm around his torso tightly. 𝚤𝚃, nope, you didn't. You can never hurt me, you said against his skin. 𝚤𝚃, you feel like heaven. 𝚤𝚃, before you, I didn't know what heaven was, but it must be like you. He sighed as you hid your face in him. 𝚤𝚃, I love you so much. 𝚂𝚃 your head before pulling you on top of him. 𝚤𝚃, I love you too. I hope you know that, I love you so much. You mumbled before pulling him in a warm 𝚂𝚃, which eventually TR4L3D down with your lips on his N3ck, his jawline and his abs. 𝚁𝙸𝚃 all the way in a soft manner as he sighed. 𝙤𝚾, you're making things harder, love. He said, and all you did was smile at him. 𝚁𝚗, you know, I can take care of them. You exclaimed with a chuckle as he flipped you an 𝙁𝙆𝙾𝚁 on top of you. 𝙤𝚾, then do take care. He exclaimed, and other moments were filled with pure 𝙿𝚃𝙀's mind. I wanted this to last forever, but it can't. On the next day, the morning came by quickly as the sunray fell upon your 𝙤𝙃 being T4NGL3D in bed sheets. His arm wrapped you securely as your back was pressed against his chest. You were wide awake though, your eyes once again were staring blankly in the air. All the things that you did last night were still fresh in your brain. You felt 𝙤𝚾 squirming as you quickly closed your eyes and pretended to be asleep. Rubbing his eyes, he 𝚂𝚃 your forehead as his hand went towards your lower belly to rub it softly. 𝙤𝚾, is it hurting anywhere? He asked in his sleepy voice as you shook your head. 𝚁𝚗's mind. It's hurting my soul. 𝚁𝚗, good morning, you exclaimed as you faced him. He smiled at you widely before wrapping himself around you. 𝚁𝚗, get away 𝙤𝚾, let me go and freshen up. You said while pushing him away, but he refused to let go. 𝙤𝚾, let's just stay like this, I love this moment. He threw his one leg around you as you chuckled. 𝚁𝚗, you have work. 𝙤𝚾, can wait. 𝚁𝚗, can't, get up. You exclaimed again. 𝙤𝚾, ah Finn. He whined as you giggled before wrapping a blanket around yourself as you stood back on your feet. 𝙤𝚾 stared at you. He adored how you felt last night. In no time you came out from a shower and saw 𝙤𝚾 still in bed. You threw your towel at him as he laughed. 𝚁𝚗, you're getting late, just wake up already. You exclaimed. 𝙤𝚾, my morning is incomplete without something, he said as you furrowed your brows together. 𝙤𝚾 got up and walked towards you before taking you in for a kiss. You chuckled in between the kisses and lightly pushed him away. 𝚁𝚗, now, it's a good morning, he said as you pushed him inside the bathroom. You shook your head before making your way inside the kitchen. You were busy making 𝙤𝚾's favorite breakfast for him, whereas he was busy taking a shower. A while later he came out from a bathroom and was searching for his cufflinks inside your closet when his eyes landed on the file buried in between the pile of your clothes. Frowning, he picked out the file. Meanwhile you were done making food as you removed your apron and called out his name, but unfortunately only silence replied to you. 𝚁𝚗, 𝙤𝚾, come down, you yelled, but again received no response. He usually takes long showers but still comes down for breakfast on time. Thinking that he must need something, you made your way upstairs only to see the scene you never wanted to witness. Your heart shattered in millions of pieces once you caught him crouched down in your closet. He was crying while holding the file. Your file. Your reports, which clearly stated about the remaining days of your life. You felt your throat getting dry as your L3GS started shaking. You felt yourself breaking even more once his teary eyes met with yours. 𝚁𝚗, 𝙤𝚾, it's not. I. You stuttered as he shook his head. 𝙤𝚾, why? Why would you hide something like this from me? He asked with his breaking voice as you blinked away your tears. 𝚁𝚗, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. You whispered under your breath. 𝙤𝚾, I can't believe this.